Most horror manga throw ghosts and monsters at you. But The Climber? It hits you with something way more terrifying. The mountains, the cold, and your own mind turning against you. This isn't your typical sports manga. There's no crowd cheering, no victory at the end. Just a man, the elements, and the terrifying silence of being completely alone. At first, The Climber seems like it's going to be a typical sports manga. Introverted guy, Bunter Mori, gets pushed into climbing, slowly levels up, maybe makes some friends along the way. You know the drill. But nah, this story takes a very different path. This isn't a feel-good underdog story. It's about obsession, isolation, and what happens when someone pushes themselves to the absolute limit, physically and mentally. Climbing in this manga isn't a sport, it's survival. And survival isn't just about being strong, it's about how much fear you can take before you break. Picture this, you're thousands of feet in the air, hanging onto a frozen rock, completely alone. No safety net. No one coming to help if you mess up. That's Mori's reality. And the scariest part? He chooses this. He pushes people away, making the mountains his only real connection. In horror, the monster usually chases you. But in The Climber, the monster is the mountain. It doesn't care about you. It doesn't care how strong you are. One bad storm, one small misstep, and that's it. Game over. The deeper Mori goes into climbing, the more he loses himself. Fear turns into obsession. And when that happens, he stops caring about safety, about life itself. And that's when you realize, this isn't just a story about climbing. It's about a man walking straight into the abyss. The way The Climber captures fear is unreal. The art makes you feel the cold, the silence, the sheer height. Every panel pulls you in, making you experience the terror and the beauty of the mountains firsthand. And the pacing is genius. Unlike your usual action manga, where things move fast, The Climber slows everything down. Every single step Mori takes feels like life or death. And sometimes, it is. Most horror manga rely on supernatural elements, curses, ghosts, grotesque monsters. But The Climber? The horror here is real. This could actually happen. And that's what makes it so terrifying. Because the scariest thing isn't something you can fight. It's something that doesn't care if you live or die. You don't need ghosts or demons to feel true fear. The Climber proves that the real horror is being alone at the top, with nowhere to go but down.